Hey everyone, let's talk about a fascinating theory that's gaining traction in the XRP community. A prominent community figure known as Queen has explained how Ripple's stablecoin, RL USD, could potentially create the conditions for XRP to skyrocket to $5. This isn't just wild speculation. It's based on a specific economic concept and the unique role a stablecoin can play. So what's the core idea? The theory builds on what's known as the Shane Ellis concept, which suggests that a sudden surge in institutional demand for XRP could cause a supply shock. The reasoning is that if large institutions start buying XRP all at once, they could quickly drain the available supply on exchanges, forcing the price to jump dramatically as buyers compete for fewer coins. Therefore, the key is to understand what could trigger such a massive, coordinated wave of institutional buying. This is where RL USD comes in. Queen, using an AI chatbot to flesh out the theory, explained that institutions could use RL USD instead of traditional fiat currency to purchase XRP. Because RL USD is a stable coin, its value doesn't fluctuate wildly like other cryptocurrencies. Therefore, it provides a stable, predictable asset that large players can use to execute massive orders without the usual volatility and friction of converting between different fiat currencies and crypto. Let's break down a hypothetical scenario. Imagine a bank deposits $1 billion in RL USD and uses it to buy XRP. That enormous buy order would start clearing out all the sell orders at lower prices, say at 50 cents and $1. Once those cheap XRP are all bought up, the price would be forced to reset at a much higher level, potentially around $5, to find new sellers. Therefore, RL USD acts as the efficient bridge that enables this kind of large-scale, price-moving transaction. But, and this is a crucial point, this remains a hypothetical assessment. For this to work, RL USD needs to see massive adoption among the very financial institutions it's designed for. Therefore, the theory's success is entirely dependent on RL USD's continued growth and integration into the global financial system. The good news is that RL USD is on a strong trajectory. In less than a year, it has become the 8th largest stablecoin, secured a major custodian in BNY Mellon, and is expanding into key markets like Japan with SBI holdings and across Africa and the Middle East. These real-world partnerships are the foundational steps that could eventually make the $5 theory a reality. In essence, the theory posits that RL USD isn't just another stablecoin. It could be the key that unlocks institutional demand for XRP on a scale never seen before. By providing a stable and efficient on-ramp, it could facilitate the kind of massive buying pressure needed to trigger a supply shock and propel XRP to new heights.